several years ago, when a lot of stuff was happening in my life that was kind of getting me tired. My husband had just started to get sick with the Parkinson's, and we needed to have a lot more attention and actually have a caregiver. And one summer, I had two grandkids were here for a week, and then I would get them up every day and get them fed and dressed and over to the local community college so they could take a summer enrichment program class over there. And then our water heater went out, and I was so busy that it was at least 2 days before I can even call a plumber to come and do anything about it. Luckily, it's in the summer, and the water coming out of the faucet in Phoenix is hot already, so wasn't like we were freezing to death. But anyway, it just took me a long time to even make the phone call. And then I talked to a guy. I had an estimate on the water heater would be about, one guy said he could do it for about $850. And then I called the people who worked on the one, my neighbor next door. Now, we live in this house. It's a patio home. And it's very weird where they have the water heater. It's in the kitchen in a little pantry room thing, and it's in this closet. Like, you have to crawl into this closet to change it. So I called the people who did the one next door, and they said, okay, they could come over and do it. Well, the problem was they knew how hard it was to do that one. And so they called me. It's a Wednesday morning. I'm getting ready to go to my Wednesday group, this metaphysical group that we have. I go drop the kids off. He calls and says the person will be here to change out the water heater in about 30 minutes, and it'll be $1,250. And I go, no, it won't. I'm sorry. I have another bid for $850, so I'm not going to do that. So I hang up, and then finally I just kind of break down because I am so tired. After a while, you just have to kind of let it all come out instead of holding it in all the time. And because I was doing everything until my grandson moved in with us, and he came in and actually was able to do a whole lot of things, like get up on the roof and move heavy stuff and a lot of stuff that I was having to do everything, which I can do, but I didn't realize how tired I was. And I was certainly not ever used to asking for help because I know I can do it. So anyway, so I start breaking down. I'm having a meltdown. So I drop the kids off, and I'm just crying all the way on my way up to the group. And the only reason I was going was because we were having a speaker who I hadn't met before, and I had to bring the projector for her. So if I didn't have that, I would have called someone and said, look, I can't come. Can you handle this? So she comes in, and I'm just sobbing and kind of laughing about it. And so her topic was what is happiness and how can I get some? So anyway, so I proceed as I'm going up to the group, and I can't get control of it, and I can't stop crying. I thought, you know what a better place to be than with my spiritual family, to go ahead and have a total meltdown. It's okay. Let somebody hug you. Go ahead and cry. It's okay. So I was okay with it, even though I've never seen this woman ever again. I can't even remember her name. So she gave a really good talk about that. So the thing was, what I learned was to be willing to ask for help. Let somebody help you. You don't have to do everything. I'm pretty independent, and I was doing a whole lot in our whole house anyway. All of a sudden, just everything built up. So then, by the way, I did get a call from the plumber, and he said, we know that you have a few rental properties and all that. We would like to go ahead and do it for you for $750, and knowing that we're doing it for you cheaper than what we should actually charge, but we want to have your business. Well, they're really I think that's in high integrity. I really like that, and I've used them for a long time. They've been very good integrity. I have to tell you, their name is Plum Smart, and they're in Phoenix, and I highly recommend them as a plumber. So what I just am pointing out here is, are you allowing anybody to help you? Are you trying to do everything in the world yourself? And are you holding it in all the time and not letting it, having a good cry is really good sometimes. Just let it all hang out. And then I also use my journal and just write and write and write. When I have things on my mind that I want to get rid of, I just write it out and say, what's the problem? What are you dealing with? How do you want it to change and all that? So there's a lot of ways to get through it, but it's okay to go ahead and let yourself have a nice, good old meltdown.